For this flow, get started on your back. I'll start with your knees hugged into your chest. Press your hips down, press your upper back down into the floor, press the back of your head down into the floor, and feel some compression in your hip flexors as you squeeze your knees into your body, into your torso. And so what you're doing is an active stretch for the back line, using the structure, the support of the floor for neutral. Rock a little side to side. Relax the squeezing. Hug your right knee in, extend your left leg long on the floor. As you extend your left leg long, point your left toes up. It's like you're pressing through your left foot. Activate the pull of your right knee in. Bring your right knee a little bit wider, almost towards your right armpit. Hug your elbows in, press your upper back into the floor, press the back of your head into the floor. When you press your back into the floor, you'll notice there's still some space between the back of your neck and the floor, which is good. You want to honor the curve of your neck points forward, or in this instance, points up. And then same thing with your low back. So you're not pressing your low back down. However, you aren't arching your low back further. So it's honoring that curve in your low back. Extend your right leg up into the air and hold behind your thigh or behind your calf, or if you have flexibility, grab your foot. Pull your leg in, and there can be a bend in your right knee. Feel a stretch to the back of your right leg. Focus in on your steady breath. Only grab so high on your leg that you can still press your upper back down to the floor. Now as you hold, knit your low ribs in. So there's some action in your upper abdominals. Left toes point up. Action in your left leg. And now draw your right leg across your body, only as far as your right hip still stays on the floor. So you're not taking it all the way to the twist. You're simply drawing your right leg across your body. And with your right hand, bring your thumb into the crook of your hip crease. Draw your right hip down. Active through your left foot. Upper back presses into the floor. And now take your right leg all the way across your body for the twist. Right arm out like a T or like a cactus arm. Draw to center. Left knee in, rock a little side to side. The left leg pulls in, extend your right leg long. Hold it. So as you extend your right leg long, there'll be a stretch, often, maybe, the front of your right thigh, your right hip flexors. Point your right toes up, press through your right foot, so there's a lot of action in the right leg, and then draw your left knee a little bit wider. Pull your knee in, squeeze your elbows in, press your shoulder blades into the floor. Create neutral, active neutral for your back line with the points of contact onto the floor. So the contacts are back of the head, upper back or your shoulder blades, and then your hips. Lift your left leg straight up. Any amount of bend in the left knee is fine. And then grab behind your left thigh or behind your left calf or the foot if that's in your reach. As you pull, rather than compromising the lift of the upper back, press your upper back down to pull the shoulder blades into the floor. Breathe. And focus in on a steady, smooth breath. Now draw your left leg across the body. Only so much that you feel a stretch through the outer left leg. Use your left thumb, hook it into your left hip crease, draw your left hip forward towards your right foot. Root your left hip down. And it'll lift a little bit. There's still a little bit of contact in the middle of your hip into the floor. upper left shoulder blade presses down. And now twist. Draw your left knee all the way across your body, left arm out like a T or like a cactus arm. So throughout these stretches, you're taking some extra time to actively stretch and also experience neutral with the support of the floor. Come back to center, both knees into your chest. Rock forward and back along your back line. We'll move into flowing to get into the breath. Downward facing dog. And go right into stillness in down dog. Spread your fingers. Press your thumbs to your pointer fingers. Relax your head. Reach your hips up and back. You can bring any amount of bend into your knees. Take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Seal your lips, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into your legs, extend your chest forward, shoulder blades onto your back. Exhale, forward fold. Grip your legs, pull your chest to your thighs. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Take the arms wide, broad chest as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. You step back, lower halfway, elbows squeeze into your body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just like that, repeated with breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mats. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Sweep your arms back and hold it. Now feel neutral in your spine. As you add depth in your legs, hips go back, chest will come forward, and there's that engagement in your upper abdominals. Spread your fingers wide. Actively broaden through your chest. Add some more depth in your legs. Inhale, standing back bend, our airplane arms, so arms at your side, press your hips forward. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Feel the change in the legs. Inhale, back bend, hips press forward. Exhale, chair, still with the airplane arms. One more. Inhale, standing back bend. This time, bring your hands to your low ribs and just feel that strong engagement in your upper abdominals rather than the flare. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Hold the legs. Inhale, chair, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg up and back. And pause with your right leg in the air. Feel the action in your right foot. Press through your right foot, point your right toes down. Any amount of bend in your left knee. Step between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Press to the outside edge of your left foot. Extend your arms out wide. Hold it. Breathe for a moment. Point your right knees forward. Extend out through your fingertips. Side angle pose. Right hip draws back. Right arm down. Left arm high. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hip lifts up. Stretch your right side. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Hold it. Point your left toes down. Press through your left foot. Any amount of bend in your right knee. Send your shoulder blades onto your back so there's still that neutral in your back. Step between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Press to the outside edge of your right foot. Extend your arms out wide. Hold it. Pause. Point your left knee, left toes forward. Go for some depth. Bring your arms slightly back and feel shoulders stacked over your hips rather than shoulders forward or shoulders back. Side angle pose. Draw your left hip back, right hip, top hip will roll forward slightly. Left arm down, right arm high. Reverse warrior. Allow your left hip to lift up. Right hip drops down slightly. Reach up through left arm. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take it one breath, one pose at a time. Allow the details to fall away and trust into the repetition. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Hold the arms. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Listen, hold the pose. Palms face down. Lift your heels up. Press the tops of your hips forward. Or rather, press the tops of your feet forward. That makes more sense. Rib knit. Strong in your front line. Broaden through your chest. Heels down. Inhale, back bend. Airplane arms. Exhale, chair, airplane arms. Lift your heels. Inhale, standing back bend, heels come down, hips press forward. Exhale, chair, airplane arms, heels lift. One more, inhale, standing back bend, heels down, hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank pose, hold it, pause in it, lower your forearms, forearm plank. Press your palms together. Reach your heels back and create that pull as if you pull your feet forward. High plank. Downward facing dog. Now breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Listen, here's an add. Exhale, airplane crescent. Heart forward, reach your arms back, hold it. Feel that action in your upper body, shoulders draw back, chest broad. Pull your belly in, knit your low ribs in, and now weight your right leg, airplane pose, left leg lifts up. Hold it. Draw your right hip back, Point your left toes down, press through your left foot, straighten through your right leg any amount. Feel your whole body lift up. Use your left glute, your left hamstring muscles to lift your left leg up higher. Hold airplane pose. Bend your right knee so your whole body hovers closer to the floor. Straighten through your right leg. One more. Bend your right knee, whole body comes closer. Straighten through your right leg. Land airplane crescent. Open warrior two. Side angle pose. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward, right arm down, left arm high. So you can extend your right fingers down or rest your right elbow on your front thigh. Either way, lift up through your left fingers, broaden through both sides of your chest. So shoulder blades stabilize onto your back. Breathe. Add some more depth in your right leg. Press to the outside edge of your left foot. So the flow provides this place to repeat different poses, to connect in with the breath, to expand the breathing, to expand the consciousness of the breathing. And then you land in a holding pose. And it can feel a little bit jarring, and this urge to move out of it, to change it. But trust in the holding of it. Breathe with it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand, left thigh. Allow your right hip to lift. Bend deeper into your right knee. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, breathe in. Exhale, step between your hands. Fingertips, inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane crescent. Hold it, pause. Face your palms down, draw your shoulders onto your back. Draw your left hip back. Weight your left leg, airplane pose. Straighten through your left leg. Can still be a bend in your left knee. Point your left toes down, point your right toes down, press through your right foot. Then use the strength of your right glute, your right hamstring muscles to lift your right leg up higher. Holding in the pose, bend your left knee so your whole body comes closer to the floor. Pause with that, pull your belly in. I'll straighten through the left leg, lift up. Again, bend your left knee, hover lower, lift up. Airplane crescent, right foot lands. Open warrior two. Side angle, left arm down, right arm high. So you choose it. Left arm down towards the floor or rest on your front thigh. Feel it out in your hips. Draw your left hip back. Allow your right hip, top hip to roll forward. And that alignment in your hips is to honor the length in your back. We want to prioritize length in the spine. Press to the outside edge of your right foot. Lift up through your right arm. Both shoulder blades draw onto your back. So there's this, just like in side forearm plank, you lift out of your left shoulder rather than weighting it. Hold it and breathe. Now feel how through the transition, your knee will stay, but your hip will change. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hip lifts, left arm up and back. Exhale, hands to the floor, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist to the right. Hands to heart center, hook, left elbow outside of your right knee. And you choose the foundation. You can stay on your back toes or lower your left knee, especially if you want to emphasize the twist. Give yourself more stability by lowering your left knee. Either foundation, press elbow to knee, hand to hand, open your chest towards the side. Hold it and breathe for 3. Gaze down towards your right foot in 2, 1. Gaze down, lift up, crescent lunge, open warrior 2. I'll straighten your right leg. Triangle pose. Reach forward through your right arm and pause. So before going down, pause with your arms out wide. Press your feet into the floor and feel this in your hips. Draw your right hip back, left hip comes forward slightly to prioritize the length in your spine. Then right arm down, left arm high. Doesn't matter where your right hand lands. It could be on your leg, it could be on the floor, it can float in the air. Press your feet down, feel this action in your hips. Draw your right hip back, allow left hip to roll forward slightly. And from that foundation in your hips, reach the top of your head forward. Broaden through your chest, extend out through your wingspan. Add challenge, reach your right arm forward, reach your left arm forward like you're squeezing a ball between your palms. Both shoulder blades onto your back, hold it, breathe, engaging your whole body in the pose. And stay beyond that point where you want to change it, where you've chosen that it's enough, and instead trust that you can hold it longer. Trust that you can be in the sensation of it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. You choose it. It's chaturanga or simply straight to down dog. Breathe in, lift your left leg. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist to the left. Hands to heart center. Right elbow outside your left knee. You choose the foundation. Stand your back toes or lower your right knee. Press hand to hand, elbow to knee. Open your chest towards the side. Breathe with it. Reach through your right heel. Lift your right hip slightly. I'll send your right shoulder blade onto your back. Emphasize the twist for 3. You'll look down, strong transition in 2, 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, triangle pose, go halfway into it. Reach your left arm forward, pause right there. Feel your legs strong, feet press into the floor. Draw left hip back, allow your right hip to roll forward slightly. So you get this length through both side bodies. Then left arm down, right arm high. And again, left leg, it could be floating, it could touch the ground, it could be on your leg. Less important where your hand lands. Feel this action in your feet, stability in your hips, and from this root, left hip back, right hip forward slightly. Extend the top of your head forward. Broaden out through your wingspan, and now add the challenge. Left arm forward, right arm forward, add more challenge. Like you're squeezing the ball between your palms. Both shoulder blades onto your back. Hold it. Stay with the intensity of it. Stay with the physicality of it. Breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, or skip it straight to down dog. Inhale, upward facing dog if that's your route. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg. Breathe out, step outside your right hand, wide runner's lunge. Lower your left knee down. Press the top of your left foot onto the floor. Walk your hands forward so your chest gets a little bit lower. And with your hands here, or you could lower onto your elbows, let your right knee drop out wider. So spread your right toes. Keep your ankles stable with that spread of your toes. Let your right knee draw out wide. Whether you're on your hands or your forearms, send your shoulder blades onto your back. Two more breaths. Three-legged dog. Plant your hands. Lift your right hip over your left. Stack your hips. Flip dog. Step your right foot outside of your mat. Pivot on your left toe so that toes point forward. Reach your right arm forward. Lift up out of your left shoulder. Back to three-legged dog. So spin on your back toes. Right hand plants. Right leg lifts. Half pigeon pose. Right knee behind your right wrist. Right ankle up towards your left wrist. Lift your chest. Then fold forward. And You can take half pigeon forward facing, or you could take half pigeon on your back. So for the supine variation, right ankle crosses over your left thigh. As you hold the stretch, feel your body sink in with each exhale breath. Stay for 2 more breaths. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Step wide outside your left hand, runner's lunge. Lower your right knee down. Top of your right foot onto the floor. Walk your hands forward some amount or come to your elbows. Let your left knee go wide. Spread through your left toes. Relax your head. Send your shoulder blades onto your back. So there's, just like in Sphinx pose, there's this action of your chest melting forward. And especially as your knee goes wide, what you want to notice is if there's no action in the feet, you could just be stretching your outer left ankle. And instead of stretching the ankle, spread your toes. It'll keep the ankle stable to concentrate the stretch through the thighs. Three-legged dog. Left leg up and back. Scorpion, stack your left hip over your right. Flip dog, step your left foot outside of your mat. Pivot on your right toe, so toes point to the back. Reach your left arm forward, lift up out of your right shoulder. Feet press firm into the floor. Back to three-legged dog. Left hand plants, pivot on your right toes, left leg up. Half pigeon, left knee behind left wrist, left ankle up towards your right wrist. Lift your chest and fold forward. And you can take the stretch forward facing or roll onto your back for supine variation. Allow yourself to sink in with each exhale. Downward facing dog. If you're on your back, stay right there. Feel it. Feel the length through your back line. And make your way onto your back, knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a full squeeze of the knees in. Press your hips down into the floor. Press your upper back down into the floor. Feel those points of contact pressing. Lift your forehead to your knees. Ball pose. Squeeze in tight. Even activate your hands towards your head. Relax down onto the floor. Final Shavasana, get any wiggles out first. Shake out your legs, shake out your arms, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Open and close your eyes, your jaw a couple of times. And acknowledge the moment that you choose to land in stillness. Close your eyes, let your toes relax open, face your palms to the ceiling. And trust the repetition of the pose. Make the conscious choice as many times as you need to reconnect into the moment when distractions come up, when the urge to move or fidget comes up. As you practice, it's not about those distractions not coming up anymore. It's not like there's this time when that will happen. It's more repeating the practice, repeating the conscious choice, so that we build that muscle, if you will. Build our awareness to reconnect to right here, right now, rather than letting our thoughts pull us away. A few moments here, consciously choosing to be right here, right now. I'll guide you out when it's time. Take a fuller breath, send it to your belly. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And rock forward and back. Couple rounds, couple rocks. You make your way up to a tall seat. Hands together at heart center. Lift your chest to your thumbs. Acknowledge conscious choice to be right here, right now. Lift your thumbs to the center of your forehead. Honor the light and teacher in all things and in all experiences. Namaste.